Very, very interesting. I came across this, I've looked at it before, but I never really looked at it intensely until last night when I saw an advertisement about, anyway, um, it has to do with the Hebrew word hate. Uh, and somebody was saying, hey, that's when in these biblical courses they were confused. They were counting sin and shin as the same thing. When shin is the dot on the right side, sin is the dot on the left side. Shin is a sh sound. Sin is a s sound. And shin noon aleph is a different word than sin noon aleph. They're not the same. They're totally separate in the etymological dictionary of the root words, right? So Shin Noon Aleph is weakened. It's in Psalm 27:2. Shinah or Shena. Shena. There's a Siri under the Shin, and Quimet's under the Noon. So it's Shina. And that is to sleep. It's like really deep sleep. It's the time that the body's weakened, right? You're not really weakened spiritually or anything, but your body is weakened. So it's deep sleep. It's really high sleep. It's not just sleeping lightly. It's out. Right. But the other one is hate, reject. It's reject, distance, hate. Sin noon aleph. Right. So it's reject, distant, reject and distance. You reject any distance, which is hate, right? In Genesis 21:27, it says, Isaac said to Abimelech and Phicol, "You hate me," right? That's what the so-called translations say. And you sent me away from you. But that's not what it really says. Because there's a katuf under the sin, the sin, and then all the other vowel markings. So it's sa, ne, them, sa, ne, them, three consonants, right? And it doesn't mean it. Okay, sa is what should not be in existence. It's something that shouldn't be in existence. And so the nay is the nun is something connected. So something is connected that shouldn't be in existence to him, right? And the them is astounded. They're astonished. They're confused by him. So they sent him away, not because they hated him, but because they were astounded, confused by him. He was way too much for them. They just like, dude, he's way too much. We're the king and the whatever. See, Abimelech and Phicol, see, what they were doing, they had the men, they were following him around, they were covering up his wells, just like the Christian churches going around to covering up and even Jesus, the true meaning of the Bible with their fake bullshit. And then they even created a whole new way of language that has nothing to do with real biblical, not have something to do with it. That, it's close, but a little like things like this, sin and shin, or the katuf. That's important. But anyway, so it says they were astounded. They were astounded and amazed by him, and he was just way too much for them. He had too much power and energy, and they, didn't want that around them. That's pretty what it means. I mean, they hated him. Genesis 37:4. So, no, excuse me. In Genesis 26:27. Genesis 37:4, however, where we go, where it says, his brother saw that, it was according to Jacob, right? Jacob. His brother saw that his father loved Jacob more than the rest, so they hated him and they couldn't speak peaceably to him. That's kind of what this says, right? In the fake translation. However, it doesn't really say that. The word here is way yis no. Way yis no. what it really means is, okay, there was there there was a condition created in them, right, that was connected to seeking to control, seeking to control him. Alpha, right? They're seeking to control him. See, what they saw was not that their father loved them more, loved Jacob more, is that they saw that he existed as being a part of the whole, like a percentage, like a part of. It's the word there as if you go to the 2-letter roots, there's a whole host of things. I mean, not a whole host, 4, but 3, 4. It's not that he loved them more. He was united. He was part of the whole. He lagged behind, meaning he followed him closely and saw that, hey, so like people that get, everyone knows, it's not that they couldn't speak peaceably to him. Yeah, they had family, whatever, and they pretended to be nice or whatever, but they were always putting things out there to see if they could hear something or whatever, where they could try to trap him and seek to control him. They wanted to control him, is what they wanted to do. So this is a energy of jealousy or whatever that people have to try to control God's favorite. Because he has favorites. I'm sorry. He has people that he loves more than anybody else in his family. And there's not too many people in God's family, honestly. But we're not going to go there. So they're saying that's what they've been doing with, a lot of people I've seen been doing me, same thing. You try to do, take your health, try to take your money, things going with you, don't have you with a woman, or, try to keep you apart from your soulmates or friend, everything, so they can trap you down their dungeon, so they can seek to control you. Now, the thing is, I'm the one high Adam, so these people that do this kind of thing, they're not Jacob's brothers. Okay, they're not in the family of God at all.